These are all products that protect your ATM machine, that protect your business. And you keep adding and adding over time, because why on earth would you come out of pocket to pay for something that you could have insured for pennies on the dollar? Like, who in here is not going to pay their car insurance? Who in here is not going to pay their homeowner's insurance? Who in here is not going to pay their health insurance? Now, I understand if you're under financial pressure, yes, but for the most part, in an ideal scenario, you're making money, you're spending money, you're not going to drop those plans. Even if you're crystal clear health, clean bill of health, even if your house is paid off, who has a home? Mortgage, who has a home? If your house is paid off, you're going to stop paying your homeowner's insurance?
I'm paying.
Come on now. So when it comes to your business, you got to treat it the same way, because you know what's so cool? I didn't know this about business. This is another little nugget about business. Did you know that your business builds equity?
Yes.
Wayne knows. Did you know that? As a business owner, you build a company. You do this. You do this formula in a year, and it makes you 200 grand, 150 grand, 300K. You just created equity. Do that 2 years, 4 years, 5 years. Get past the breaking points where most businesses fail. I didn't know that there's a tax strategy where you can pull equity out of your business, and instead of doing an owner's distribution. So it's like borrowing from, I just created money? What did I just do there? Is that legal?
Yeah.
It sure is. He knows. I'm glad you're here, just because I was like, I don't know if people are going to believe some of the stuff that I'm saying. So we understand I have to become a value creator first. I have to build that ATM machine. I invest in myself. The pregame work is investing in myself. I may not know what the business is yet, but if I had to go back and do it all over again, I would gladly work for a Wayne. I said, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. But if you can point me in the right direction, I need to work and feed, take care of my family, I need to pay bills. But I want to be able to build. And then I can maybe start my own thing with 1 to 2 years worth of money saved and a business plan. Many of us are just going willy-nilly because God gave us an idea. Okay, but he also said sit and count the costs.
Yep.
You forgot that step. Come on. So once you have capitalized the asset, which would be, in that example, say a whole life policy, say cash, your credit. Once you've capitalized these vehicles, you can now borrow against your capital to acquire another asset that either builds net worth or builds cash flow. My preference, love to hear Wayne's, my preference is cash flow over net worth any day of the week.
All the time.
All the time. Why? Anybody know why cash flow over net worth? This is not a common known theme over the last 40, 50 years. We've been taught to accumulate wealth. So this is actually a very, very uncommon thing. Only entrepreneurs really know this. So I'm not surprised that most people don't understand this. Can anyone take a shot at it? Why cash flow over net worth? Let me give you the mic.
I don't even need it. You can spend cash flow, you can't necessarily spend net worth.
Yeah, liquidity.
Liquidity, okay. Is net worth bad? No. But net worth cannot produce the level of cash flow required to operate you. Presently, yes. But cash flow produces net worth over time. It's a constant, yeah. That's the game. In 2026, the game changed after 1971. You have to understand this. We decoupled from gold. We injected massive amount of debt into the economy. We're almost 40 trillion in debt. But what most people don't know is 40 trillion is just debt. We also have 150 plus trillion unfunded liabilities. Social Security, Medicare, all that. That's unfunded. We're borrowing from my generation to fund No one in here. To fund the seniors. So when I get to your age, they ain't comfy, nothing like that. What are we talking about? Unless we do something about it. Because at the end of the day, capitalism has the ability to solve a lot of these issues. And if we're going to delegate these big problems to a government body that has not had the experience of running multi-trillion, multi-billion-dollar corporations, what are we talking about? So you have to take that power and ability back into your hands so that you can be in charge of your own personal economy. At the end of the day, whatever's going on, Strait of Hormuz and this and that, and he said, she said, that's all out of your control right now. Unless you're running for office, unless you're in politics, then maybe you're applying pressure. In your own household, focus on what you can control. Leaving this room today, please write that down. Focus on what I can control. You can control your ability to become a value creator in 2026. That's what you can control. You can then control the cash flow by managing and stewarding your finances properly. This little diagram thing that I put together really encompasses, as you get the mindset down, and trust me, when it comes to strategies like infinite banking or velocity banking, these marketing terms that you hear, it can't be taught in 20, 30 minutes. It's something that is more caught than taught. Make sense? If you catch it, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. What I specialize in is helping people recover 10 to 20% of their cash flow based on the way they're already operating. Because if I can teach you how to operate your household with your W-2 before you start that business, oh my goodness, I'm setting you up for success to get in the right rooms with the Waynes of the worlds and, you know, guys like me as well and others, that you're going to be able to hold a conversation well. You're going to be able to articulate. You're going to speak that language over here. And you're not going to be tempted. You're going to have a nice fortified position. Very, very fortified position.
One being giving. Okay, even if we don't have any money, I'm telling you, if you give, you will receive 10 times over.
Monthly net income, not bad at all.
The tools and resources that are in the world, like we talked about yesterday.
I have a fire in my belly every time I talk to my moms. The Australians start trying to make a whole ton of money. I need to first